bow, ow, 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 ow. Yes, honey. Ooh, how does this look? I hope it looks good. So I'm here because today Fallon had to come out, honey. And I'm here with Fallon today. I want to talk about spiritual afflictions and shit. Ow! Come on, Fallon. She's here today. And I'm wearing something sexy for Fallon today too, honey. With leather boots. With leather boots. Hey, CJ, how you doing? With leather boots. You gotta train them to go whichever way you want them to go. You know what I mean? You gotta train them to go the way that you want them to go with these leather boots. Excuse me. But either way, so I'm trying to get this boot zipped up here, y'all, and this bitch wanna act a fool. But this left one is acting just right. You see that? The left one, oh bitch, Fallon is back, bitch. Fallon is back and she's ready to let you have it, honey. Oh, come on, let's get one little nice little T. Girl, look at that boot, bitch! I can't take that boot right there, y'all. I can't take that boot really, but I feel like I want to go outside with this on. I feel like I want to go outside with this little robe on like this. See that right there? Try it up a little bit like that, honey. Go out there and be like, you motherfuckers. I said, sit down and shut your mouth. Oh, oh yes. Oh yes. Fallon is definitely back. Fallon is definitely back. Let me make sure y'all can't see the little teeth up over there. Anyway, y'all, I got word today from one of my fans out there in Nigeria. And he said, there's a video of you online that got like so many odd thousand views. Y'all, somebody got me on this. And I see, I don't mind it because you can promote the business all day long. But somebody got me on this porn site of me fully doing my thing, y'all. And I'm just like, you motherfucker. So you not hit up and said, I need my money. I need my motherfucking money, nigga. But anyway, I'm stopping right here very shortly. Come on, thank you, Grand Madam. Oh, yes, honey, listen. I need to get this boot zipped up. Yeah. Uh-huh. Excuse me, leave my boots alone. Leave my boots alone. Don't do ever trying to put on my boots. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, honey. The boots are not for you, honey. They're made for walking. And that's what I'm going to do. These boots were made to walk in over you. So, I wanted to come by here today. Leave my boots alone. Girl, I knew was trying to mess with these boots today, guy. He like, what was these boots at, mama? Put away for you not to play. So I saw so many videos about spiritual connections and ties. And of course, like I said, I want to come out, before I take this off. Because I gotta go out, I gotta go do some things in the public, honey, and I can't go out with this and shit on. But anyway, so I'm gonna make sure ain't nothing really showing on it. Is that a granola cookie? This motherfucker stole one of my granola cookies, y'all. Y'all see him? Y'all see him all up in the bed. Then if I just turn around right now, I just drag his ass out this bed. I'm gonna be wrong for that, huh? Get out my motherfucking bed, nigga. He loves it's granola cookie and almond butter. So listen, soul ties is a great experience, okay? Or sexual stuff is a great experience. But I want to come here and talk about this because we talked about this on my little cam thing. Come on, Plank Care. And we talked about this privately about spiritual ties and having sex with random people and stuff. So I'm going to go into one of the scriptures, 1 Corinthians 6 verse 16. And it says, do not know that who is joined to a prostitute becomes one body with her. For it is written that two will become one flesh. So each person that you intertwine with on a personal level, intimate wise, even conversations, because I think that, and matter of fact, I think there's a scripture that talks about that too. I should have tied this motherfucker up good, honey, because it's like this family want to take it all off. Okay, so it talks about the intentions of your heart. Let me see if I can see that right here. Um, Hebrews 4, verse 12 says, so the word of God is living and active, sharper than a two-edged sword, piercing through the division of soul and of spirit, of joints and of marrow, and discerning the thoughts and intentions of the motherfucking heart. So when you are around people of likeness, that's why I say you got to be careful who you indulge in conversations with, and oh well, I didn't want to be rude to her, so that's why I have to talk to her. Bullshit, girl. We are not sharing hearts with each other. I'm not going to intertwine my heart and my desire with yours, which in a way becomes a soul tie, and fuck myself up, girl, at the end of the day. And not even going to getting spiritual work done by people. You got to be careful who you're getting spiritual work done with, because at the end of the day, you are joining one with who and what they are. And of course, a lot of people put sexual purposes up in the forefront, and of course, religious things they try to use to back up their beliefs in that. Going into, I saw this video about the custom motherfucking pastor, and I'm gonna be here, y'all. We'll say like less than 10 minutes, okay, maybe like 15 more minutes, because I got somewhere to be at 9:30. So, and I'm never really punctual. Ugh, anyway, but I was watching this video about this custom motherfucking pastor where he was talking about some being a homosexual stirs you up to a lot of things, and homosexual men are 37% more likely of being depressed, and also the bullshit. But he didn't want to talk about how mainstream society influences that. Even going to how religious texts teach you how not to be. And we're going to talk about this very quick and simple because, of course, you know, the men are usually hateful with it, but it's usually the females that really try to put it, oh, you gay, you want to hell. You know, they really try to put it out there. And, you know, the men, they say the little shit, but, you know, at the end of the day, they over there, you know, they be over there doing their little thing. We won't even go into that. But little do they know is that, you know, these religious texts that talk about homosexuality and stuff, you know, let's talk about where these words came from. Like, there's not even a word in Hebrew or in the Greek language, honey, and there's many of them. But how the Bible's translated or translated from, there's no word for gay there, or homosexual. So I just find it so funny that these same scriptures that teach this are also the same scriptures that teach a woman to be ashamed of herself. This is why they switched that whole narrative and said that, you know, Eve cursed females by eating that apple, and now they have their period. Like, in my mind, so God cursed women for gaining knowledge, of being aware of who and what they are with a period. Like, bitch, that sounds very man-made to me. That sounds like something a man who's jealous that the woman ain't, you know, that want to keep the woman beneath him would try to do. That don't sound like anything that nothing God and loving would do. But going into that, like I said, the same fucking thing. These are the same motherfuckers. And it comes down to this too, that the Bible, the way it has been translated, has been written by homosexuals in the closet. Because that's where I get from it. I don't care what nobody say. I get it that the people who wrote Gideon and all these other motherfuckers that translate these Bibles, I personally think these are men that were cheating on their wives. Excuse me. I think these men were sitting up over there somewhere in Israel, mingling and talking and well, we can't be doing this with the woman and this and that, unless we're married. And they over here start shacking up, doing their little gay stuff. So they start putting in the books and saying, motherfuckers can't do what we do. Because see, if everybody start doing what they're doing, then the truth come out, and then it's nothing special about it. So this is why even in a lot of cultures, you have passive homosexuality and you have aggressive homosexuality. And passive homosexuality is a little more acceptable than aggressive. And even translating even into the Western world, while we have a lot of DL men in the Western world, it's because all that translates from the beginning of how it all was. You have men who were into other men for fun sometimes, come forward and wrote biblical texts or translated biblical texts to try to confuse people and to say, this is totally wrong. And even going into where this cussing pastor was talking about how people be, crying and be repenting. He was talking about the story of Esau seeking repentance from God and couldn't find it, even to the point of him being, humiliated of his sin. And that's the same thing with these religious scholars, in my opinion. So that's why you have, 8 passages about homosexuality in the Christian Bible, and people just focus on that and only that. As long as you're not gay, it's good. And in reality, we know what it is. We know exactly what it is, honey. There's a lot of hateful stuff there, and of course, I do have to give it to this stupid motherfucker. Looks stupid, bitch. She looked like he got on some type of costume, but I have to give it to him because he also brought up female homosexuality. People don't really talk about that. They only talk about males on males or males dressing like women, but they don't really go into females, dressing like men. And this is quotations, okay, and women liking other women. But we all know that, like they said, to them, a man is a man, a king is a king, and he should be respected and separated from the world. And anybody who does not represent himself like that, then he is totally the opposite of that. And that's why they even try to compare and try to say, oh, the Bible says you got to be hot or cold, not lukewarm. And that's totally fine. But a lot of you motherfuckers are lukewarm. They sit up here and use cuss words outside the motherfucking Bible. You have hate within your heart talking about you're godly. But scripture says, love thy neighbor like thyself. So when you out here speaking about homosexuals, Muslims, Arabs, whatever the hell you got going on, fat people, skinny people, I don't like this and that, then you're not really representing your God or what it is you're worshiping. And this is why the spirit of confusion and retribution is alive and it's active and it's happening right now as we speak. You have masses of stuff going on, y'all. Things changing, the environment is changing. Because of course, going into global warming, people don't think that global warming is real. And I don't think it's real in the sense of come on, some of those Bible makers like King James were straight out of the closet. There you go, Grand Madam. And so crazy, Grand Madam, on Instagram, somebody was trying to fight to say King James wasn't gay. They just said that. They made that up. Okay, King James is not gay, and so are a lot of these current Christian pastors. I mean, to Eddie Longs, they not gay neither. These drag queens pastors that they've got going around here on YouTube and shit. I guess they not that neither. I guess they just planned it. I guess they just planned it off for whatever reason. Like, it is what it is. The spirit of confusion and retribution is real. And like I said, going back from 1989, because that's when it all started, to now, everything you've seen that has been a catastrophe or a major natural disaster, and or that has been what you call a inequality type of situation, has been dealt with by the spirit of confusion and retribution. And of course, it was just an inkling of it, because you talk about, a day with God is 1,000 years and stuff. So, people say, well, people talk about spirits being released right now that are blood hungry and stuff. No, I think avatars are being released right now. I think that people have created thoughts and ideas about things, and religious ideas about things. They misinterpret, the true understanding of divine beings. And that's what we're seeing right now. That's why you're seeing the churches fall apart and the cameras like sitting like y'all. So I don't feel like looking down like that. That's some weird shit. But anyway, that's what it comes down to. Spiritual ties, sexual connection with people, mental connection with people, opening yourself with people with personal conversations. I gotta talk to you privately. And see, that's what it comes down to too, where I said I charge the consultations. Because honey, if your mind or your heart is fucked up and we're sitting there having this personal conversation, something's gonna happen. And even going this like personal conversation I have people I know, typically when I sense that spirit coming up, bitch, I shut it down. Sometimes I entertain it, it gets to a little argument, but I'm like, and I'm shutting it down because you're feeling that way because there's something upon you with that. I'm feeling this way because there's probably something on me with this too. But the spirit that's up over you is that you're trying to convince me to see it how you're seeing it. And I don't really care if you see it how I see it. I'm sharing my opinion with you, my experience with you, and you can take from that, whatever you want to take from that. Whatever you want to take from it, you can take from it. But most people try to argue with you because they want to push it on you. Like, this is how it is. You don't believe it, you don't believe it. Or this is how it is, and you got to believe it. You don't believe it, you're stupid. You're opposite. I can't stand it. But anyway, so spiritual ties. Be very, very careful with that. interacts with people on an intimate level, personal level, and even going into, like I said, connecting with people, period. You know, it's okay, hi, bye, ooh, ooh, ooh. You know, a lot of people say I interact with people, but I don't give them my all up front. That's a very smart thing to do. A very, very smart thing to do. There's something else I was gonna say too, and me getting up, showing my boots and shit, kind of just threw it out the motherfucking window. Oh, I hate when that happened. Y'all, like my sinus and allergies, it's great today, but girl, like 3 days ago, y'all, I had so much fucking mucus, and the weather is like hot, it's cold. You see, excuse me, pollution, not pollution, pollen, excuse me. You see all this tea going on. So, you know, my body is like, bitch. So that's why I'm kind of spacey. We'll blame it on the sinuses and allergies. But anyway, be very mindful of that. Okay, very, very mindful of that. And something else, like I said, I'll probably come back to a video on that because, like I said, I gotta go. I want to show off my tea and let the haters know that Fallon is motherfucking back, honey. Promote my tea. Thank you so much, honey. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it, honey. Anubis and I did good today. You did good. You did, huh? Oh, look, we're getting a little alerts right now. We're getting a little alerts right now from the fans, honey. What is the fan saying? Yeah, what they saying, girl? Ooh, ooh, okay, yeah. Sit down and over. So listen, sex. There you go. Sex is a spiritual experience, and people think it is a physical experience. And because you think it's a physical experience, this is why we have so much STDs and stuff that goes around, and even going into healthy spiritual, unhealthy spiritual ties that happens. You have people that meet people, that interact with people, that have sexual or intimate relations with people, and it causes a lot of things. And I won't even go into that because I don't turn this video into like another hour or so. But spiritually speaking, this is what a lot of people say. And for those of you who are not adults yet, you know, close your ears. You know, if anybody got children out there, get them out the motherfucking room. Maybe I'll give it a few 30, you know, we'll give it a few 30 seconds. We'll give it a few while I sit here and I read my little thing really quickly. Okay. Can we do that? Can we do that, honey? Let's do what we do. Okay. Okay. So, a lot of people, men and women, do not have orgasms because they have enjoyed the physical aspect of that conjoining or joining of two, but they have not benefited from the spiritual aspect. So when there's a spiritual connection with somebody, this is why we talk about courting people. You court people to know the essence of who they are, not if they're black, if they're white, how much money they got. I mean, all that shit is good if you're trying to tie yourself down in the physical realm, but we're about tying or binding in the physical and in the spiritual, because of course we talk about Paul, you know, and we talk about Peter, excuse me, Peter and Paul, you know, loosening on the earth, and whatever you bind on the earth is also bound in heaven. So going into that, spiritually speaking, it is important to remember that sex is about the spiritual connection. And this is why a lot of people do not understand when people who are spiritually inclined have, I won't say open sex, because that's what it comes down to, but have such a great sexual appetite. And this is why we talk about sexuality, spirituality is the thin line. A healthy spiritual person is a healthy sexual person. Because of course you're not just out here fucking and sucking on any and everybody. You're giving yourself limits. You're knowing who and what to tamper with, and you know who and what you're gonna let tamper with you. So it is a spiritual experience when you're having these experiences and going into it's an abomination and it's wrong. Yes, a physical God see it as an abomination. A physical God. A spiritual God is not going to see two spirits having fun when it comes to raising vibrations and frequencies. And like I said, going to spiritual side, that's why a lot of you heterosexual people, there's shade out there. Yeah, how? So a lot of you got problems when it comes to physical things. Now, of course, you say, well, gay people do too, LGBT people too. Well, the 99% of the issues that LGBT people have has been an infliction from the heterosexual community. And if you don't want to agree with that, that's your tea. But definitely, heterosexual people try to control and manipulate how the LGBT do they shit. I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the gay clubs. That's why I don't go to gay clubs. You go to gay clubs, you got heterosexual people in these clubs trying to take over. But yes, on the other side, you have stories of LGBT people getting kicked out of heterosexual clubs. So see how that works? So it's like at the end of the day, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And it's about hypocrisy. And that's what's going on. And like I said, even going into the suppression of who you really are, and why we have such a high epidemic of DL people is because society won't let you be who you want to be. And it's not just even DL with the gay stuff. It's DL with having being into women of color. It's DL with wanting to pig out on 20 whoppers. It's DL with wanting to go to the store and buy 2 jugs of fucking ice cream because you're 2 quarts of ice cream because you're embarrassed. That's DL to me as well, not just down low about being a sexual thing. So we have the suppression, or people wanting to be, or people being ashamed of who they are. And of course, we know that ashamed or being shameful and regretful are 2 triggers of diseases, physically speaking. Okay. Being shameful and regretful is what triggers your cells within your body to die off and not mutate properly. And then it turns into a cancerous cell. Okay. Go on to the metaphysical stuff. Do your research on that. You see exactly what I'm saying with that, honey. So this is why the system is set up for you to be ashamed of who you are and what you are. If you're a sexual freak, if you like dating people of color, if you like dating white men, if you like going out with blonde hair, blue eyes, like it is built to suppress that. And this is why cancer is so, oh, we can't get under control. You're not going to, because you're giving a physical a solution to a spiritual fucking problem. And that's what it comes down to. So sex, once again, is a spiritual experience. And when you have it with the right person, you become a healthy individual, mentally, physically, and emotionally. When you're doing it with people, person, place, and things that you should not be doing it with, that's when you have some type of corruption within your system. And that goes with whatever. Because a lot of y'all get married to certain people, you have sex with certain people because you feel like that's what you need. Because that's what society tells you. And like I said, you got a lot of closet cases out there. So, anyway, I'm just going to come by and speak my mind about that, honey. Now I got to get dressed. And let me see what girl about to say. When your partner cheats, it's the best to cut your cord with him or purge with a ayahuasca ceremony or both. Me personally, and we're going to go into this, ayahuasca is a cultural thing, and everybody is not going to get the benefits of ayahuasca outside of the highness effect. Okay, so I encourage you to do, Grand Madam, and I know you know this, but I'm speaking to you and, of course, everyone, because someone may have a similar question to you. You want to look up ancient herbs like the Ayurvedic stuff. You want to look up ancient herbs and spices that are used to purge the body on a cellular level, and that's going to cut that cord, spiritually speaking, as far as replacing that stuff with the ayahuasca. If you're talking about incorporating the herbal, ceremony into that. But spiritually speaking, this is where we talk about celibacy. If your partner's cheating on you and you're trying to cut that cord with him, and when you say cut that cord, that means completely disconnect. Because see, a lot of people break up with people physically, but emotionally and mentally, it's still a connection there. That's a spiritual tie. So to completely get over somebody, to completely rinse them out, you have to, first of all, practice celibacy. There's no rebound shit. There's not no, I'm going to end this relationship with him or her, and then I'm going to start dating A, B, C, D, F, G to get over them. It doesn't work that way, because you're just collecting bodies. And the people that do that, you start to see stuff in them as well. So I have friends that did that. I wasn't a fan of that. When I broke with somebody, I needed time to heal any damn way. It usually was like a 5 or 6 month depressive state I was in after I broke up with people any motherfucking way. So it wasn't no rebound. But either way, okay. Either way, you need to be celibate. Practice celibacy. That's completely letting your body, and that's about at least 30 days. That's completely letting your cells rejuvenate themselves, letting all the semen that was in you, all the saliva, because you know, once you start, all that stuff start intertwining. So let all that stuff get out your body. And if you can do it for 90 days, because you know, it's not as hard as people say it is. I'm a very sexual person, but I've been celibate for a very, very long time. Okay. Hello. So it's good. You can go without it. But you need to practice celibacy first. Let your body do its thing. And of course, like I said, incorporate your little herbs that you're going to do, your ancient herbs like hyssop. Okay. Hyssop is wonderful. Peppermint, something minty, even wintergreen. And you got to be careful with wintergreen because it's very, very potent and it's very toxic to a certain level. Okay. So celibacy, doing that type of cleansing work. And then on top of it, doing spiritual work, do cutting work. You know, people have come to me for work. Their husband or boyfriend cheated on them. They forgave them. And they said, I feel like he still got this person's spirit on him. And of course, I'm like, well, you feeling that because that's how it is. You got to cut that shit out. So, of course, there's spiritual work you can do to cut people. There's actual workings you could do. You know, knotting spells and cutting spells and just all the good stuff. Even when you're around them, you know, do certain things with your hand and all that. So that's why I say too, go even into Kama Sutra and a lot of these other ancient practices that they did back in the day. We don't do that no more. Now all we do now, we just fuck and suck and that's it. You know, we're not interested in massaging our partners and getting their senses excited. You know, we're not into foreplay and stuff anymore. Now it's just let's meet up at a club and we're gonna do it. It's not about that. You know, it's about exciting the senses, you know, warming the senses up and really connecting. And then when you connect, then you know, okay, they ho ho ho, this ain't the one for me. But see, people get caught up in the other stuff. And oh God, it was so big. Oh, I love the way. Oh my God, he was so nasty. I want to do it again. Oh, she was so nasty. I want to do it again. And it's just like, okay, now you're keeping the physical body and only the physical body entertained. And then when the spiritual body get hungry, you're going to start seeking out more physical, the more flesh to please that spiritual, and it's never going to happen. So this is where you get whores. You know, this is where you get spiritual whores that, you know, people that want to go out and just do whatever any and everybody. So anyway, celibacy, Grand Madam, doing a spiritual work, candle work, energetic work. But that means, like I said, you getting in with him or her if she cheated on you. I just want to make sure I ain't too much showing. You get in with him or her, and you, you know, do some Reiki, do some stones, honey. Let me bathe you. Let me give you a bath, baby. And that's something too. We don't do none of that no more. We don't do what now people take baths when they want to get off the scent of the woman that they cheated with. You know, we used to take baths back in the day to cleanse off energy before we got in our bed. Because like you said, it's not just about sex. You know, you going to work and, oh, hey, bro, what you doing? You're becoming connected. Because also going into that too. Can we talk about it for a minute? Oh, shit. Let me pull that one up before I go. Let me pull that one up before I go, honey. Yeah. Not just intimate as far as sexually speaking, but connecting with people. You're also creating ties. And with that, excuse me. Ooh, I had a hiccup when I'm still that. And with that, let me give you a good example. 1 Samuel 18, verse 1 said, as soon as he had finished speaking to Saul, the soul of Jonathan was knit to the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. So when you're in a group with each other and you're intertwining work, co-workers, it doesn't matter. If this motherfucker have an unclean spirit or have some stuff upon him and you're intertwining with him on any level, that's addressing, acknowledging his energy. You are now starting to accept and collect some of the stuff that he's getting. And once again, when I do work for people, see, people think that I just go and I do work for people. Before, even when I accept your work, okay, we could do this, you pay for consult. Like there's processes I do before the consultation. There's process I do before I actually start the physical work. Because just in case you're reaching out to me just to see what I can do, and there's some dirty, nasty shit up on you, I don't want to collect that. I don't want to collect that. So I got to keep that up off of me. But going into, like I said, the ancients, you coming in from bath, coming in from work, you take a bath, and then you sit there, you intertwine, and oh, well, hey, baby, let me eat, let me drink. You don't come in from work and sit down. Hey, y'all, what y'all doing? Eating and shit. Oh, well, I gotta go take a shower before I go to bed. No, before when you first came in, we should have made sure you had a shower, boo boo. That's what you did because you were at work. You got a lot of single friends at work that are miserable, and now you bringing that single spirit into this house, and you married. You married now, honey. So, yes. And even going into friends and shit too. You have single friends and talk to their married friends to get their married friends to cheat. That happens all the time. Even going into brothers and stuff. You got brothers who are married and or possibly single, and they got a brother who's married, and they encourage their brother to go cheat on their wife because they're single. There's a spirit that caused that. So, like I said, spiritual ties are very, very serious. And going into the cheating stuff, that's why I said, men have cheated on me and I've not accepted them back. Bitch, we got too many motherfucking people in this world to be like, he cheated on me and I forgave him. Now, if you have a situation where you've been with this person for such a long time and your spirit tells you that he's only cheated on you one time, get up off my damn boots. Get up off my damn boots, honey. Get up off my motherfucking boots. And he only cheated on you one time, I can see you forgiving and oh, I forgave and all that stuff. But if it's more than one time, honey, it's time for you to divorce in the name of love. It's time for you to let it go in the name of love because this person is blocking your blessings for the next. They're blocking your blessings. And this is how I feel with friendship too, because every time I end a friendship with somebody, a bigger, better friendship come along. And people say, well, maybe you feel it's bigger and better. No, bitch, it is bigger and better. It is bigger and better because see, when you evolve and you grow, the people around you have to also evolve and grow. Come on, Jay, how you doing? They also have to grow and evolve with you. I did get your email. I'll be emailing you back later tonight or tomorrow, Jay. Come on in. Ow. So when you evolve as a spiritual person, because this is when we talk about get right or get left. When you say get right or get left, you're not just saying get right with whatever it is that you're doing or get left behind. You're saying get right or everything else that you do is going to be fucked up. You're going to attract fucked up friends. You're going to attract fucked up jobs. You're going to attract fucked up landlords. You're going to have fucked up coworkers. Everything you do is going to be bittered and soured because that's who you are. See, so that's why it says it all starts with yourself. And the first rule is know thyself. It's not know who your mama is before you start doing your own work. It's not know who your daddy was before you start doing your own work. It's not knowing who your neighbor was or who your man's fucking before you start doing your work. It's know thyself. And with that, all things fall in place. So that's important. Getting right and getting left. Getting right with yourself and everything else will fall in place. When some come up, hey, we have an issue. Bob, oh, it's okay. It's going to be resolved because you're right. You're in the right frame of mind. Your energy is in the right space. The words you speak are right. Just everything is in the right. You're in the element of being righteous. Let's talk about that. When everything is starting to fall apart, something went wrong. Something didn't happen. Today, you probably looked at yourself in the mirror and said, ooh, bitch, I don't like that. Ooh, you look big today. What's that shit on you? And everything else is get fucked up. I'm telling y'all. I know. It all gets fucked. Anyway. I gotta go, y'all. I got 5 minutes to get to where I need to get to, and I gotta still take off this shit and put on some damn clothes. Yes, get in line with your higher self. Come on, honey, and wake up, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers, I'm conscious. When I was in my old self, oh, because now you charging for services. You were in your old self because you still do the shit you do. You still drink and smoke and fuck random people and cuss people out and shit. Nothing changed. Nothing changed, but the fact is that now you're on parole. Nothing else has changed, though. So your old self is your old self. With my old self, I don't even eat the same foods I ate with my old self. I don't even drink the shit I used to drink, like soda, Dr. Pepper and Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Like, that's my old self. Bitch, I don't even say the shit I used to say during my, like, girl, people remind me and say, girl, remember you used to say this and that? Wow, that was a long time ago, girl. Like, when you change, everything changes. Now, there's some things you keep because that's who you are. It's a part of your traits, which is in your DNA, like being gay. People can fight with you all day long about that, bitch. It is what it is. Your cells are responsible about the signals that are sent to and from. And going even into that, your atoms and molecules are responsible for about what you like and dislike outside of what you were being taught. And I don't think anybody, well, some people have been. I can't vouch for myself. I can't say for me, but I will say for me that that's not the case. But you can be taught how to be something, and it really be who you are. And then, of course, if you're taught how to be something, then you change your mind later down the line. So that's why I say when you see these has-been gay people, they were more than likely molested and raped, and that's why they thought they were gay. And we see these trends reverting back to being whatever they were. I used to be a woman, now I'm a man again. You were molested or touched, or you were pushed. Your environment influenced you to be that way. And that's why now that you're getting older, you're becoming wiser and you're, oh, this is not for me. Because see, the higher up you go up in yourself, the more you evolve, the more true you become, the more truth, how would I say this? The more higher up you become, the more you stand in your truth. And the better are you are at saying, I am a transgender woman. Because bitch, that's who you are. Okay. But before that, you're not too sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really that way. I'm really a full-blood woman, and I just want you to know that. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Back in the day, I thought it was cute, but bitch, ain't no more, bitch. I'm transgender. You want some still? Because, bitch, I done had it all. I can get it all. Pastor, minister, R&B singer, dancer, boxers. I done had it all. Judges, police officers, bitch, it is what it is. So, I mean, what's that? You want it or you don't want it? Because, how? Honey, what? If you want it or you won't, you don't, that's fine. It's not your cup of tea. I'm not upset about it. Bye bye. But the next bitch say, girl, you so stupid. You should have told him that you are a real woman so you could have got that dick. Who said I wanted only the dick? The fuck? That's why your body looking the way it's looking now, girl. Silicone dropping. Bitch, health fucked up. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? You don't know what the fuck is going on with your body because you out here just doing shit to do shit. See, I want to be blessed, and I want to keep my finances right. So I want to keep my friendships right. I want to keep my health right. So this is why I gotta always be in that state of bitch. This is who I am, and if you want it, you want it. You don't, you don't. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You want it, you want it. You don't, you don't. But you ain't blocking my motherfucking blessings. I've come too far. Okay. Anyway, come on, TC. Yes, honey, we're about to go. TC, you always come in. We're about to go. In my chat, come on in. Get aligned with yourself. Come on, Kiana. You better. I'm telling you. I'm telling Kiana. Kiana, I don't know what part you said. I need to start looking at my chat when I talk to y'all, huh? I don't know what part you said that on, Kiana. But you need to definitely get right. I'm telling y'all. Get the right friends to hang with. Get the right everybody to hang with, honey. You know, people say, oh, you think you good. No, thank you for acknowledging that you think that I'm good. Because I didn't say I think I'm too good for you. I just know what's best for me. And what's best for me may not be best for you. So I don't want to even involve you into this type of situation. You know, if you have to explain yourself, I don't do that. It is what it is, bitch. You like that. I like this. We got nothing in common. So I'm going to stay over here. You stay over there. Oh, well, the Romans and the Greeks and the Christians and the Jews intermingle. Well, that's fine that they can say hi and bye. But I mean, girl, you know, I'm not letting the enemy come over and sleeping anywhere in my house. Wow, wow, rota, heata, hada. You know, speaking in tongue, y'all know this shit is fake, honey. Do you want it or not? Oh, there you go. Do you want it or not? Okay, ain't nothing. Listen, Kiana, do you want it or not? I don't give a damn, honey. Oh, I heard about you. What you hear about me? I heard that you be on this and you be doing this now. I mean, okay, because Beyonce said it. There's millions of people who do not like me, but there's 10 times more of people who love me and I love myself. Bitch, all that matters is me. Because, bitch, when I'm on my deathbed, what you liked or disliked about me ain't going to affect that reality. Whether you thought I was fat, skinny, gay, black, it doesn't matter. that's not going to affect me when I'm on a deathbed, baby girl. Just like when you're on your deathbed, it's not going to affect you neither. Or at least it shouldn't, because you got bigger, better things to be concerned with. So you think while I'm living and breathing that I'm concerned about you disliking me or not accepting me for being a transgender or for about being whatever it is that I am. But you're wrongfully mistaken. Because my mom always said that those who love you will always love you regardless of the fact. And I believe that. They will love you regardless of the fact. Regardless of what you've been through, regardless of that, they will love you regardless. If you're afraid to tell people, I have children, I'm this, I'm that, when you first meet them, but when you get to know them, the bitches I'm meant to be. People always ask me, Mystic, how do I know this is my soulmate? How do I'm in love, I'm connected to this person? Flat out. If you have to hide something from that person, that's not who you're supposed to be with. They're going to accept you for everything. I wear wigs. Sometimes I don't feel like shaving my legs. How about that? How about that? How about that? I cuss. Honey, I have a very vulgar mouth. And it is what it is. You got a problem with it, let me know. I like being out in public, doing things in public too. I'm an exhibitionist, no, it's not. Anyway, thank you, T said. Yes, get right and get left. I know that's right. Get right or get left. Oh, yeah, Kiana. And see, I don't know if people know this, and I want y'all to, maybe y'all can comment this or tell me this later in another T. Some people have like an odor to them. And I learned this a long time ago, pH balance and stuff. Because see, pH balance is what plays a big thing in your health. And people don't even know this, but it plays a big deal in your health, your pH balance. But I used to meet people who had just got out the damn shower. They would just get out the shower and you would smell musk. Like, ooh, Jesus, what is that smell, honey? Or you can smell the perfume in cologne, but underneath that perfume and that cologne, you smell a little bit of an odor there. And some people say, well, maybe they have a condition. No, baby. Yeah, they do got a condition. They got a condition about fucking multiple partners at the same fucking time. Because